Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy April, end of Q1. Tax season right around the corner. Don't forget to pay those. It kind of reminds me of my journey in my first year here as an independent consultant. You basically are given the opportunity to pay taxes quarterly or annually, and I have recently learned it might be best to kick in quarterly. Make sure you don't have to bite off that chunk at tax season. And really, the journey started about a year and a half ago. I met with Marty Kagan. He invited me to a session in New York for coaching the coaches. He had one in London as well, and he's got one coming up this year in Africa. But what he was trying to do was get to know some consultants or coaches across the country that were focused in the product space, and really helped me kind of formulate my game plan for getting this kicked off. And I've been lucky enough to have worked now in healthcare, agriculture, of course, logistics, which is my background, and digital marketing as well. But that is all due to my focus on digital product. And Marty just released his latest book, Transformed, in the last couple of weeks, which talks about transforming organizations to really operate under what he calls the product operating model, which is different than product ops. He made that very clear to me. Product ops is a role within an organization. Product operating model is the actual function of a company following a product-led approach. So the fun part about that is we are trying to bring to organizations a model for how others do it and have done it successfully, especially companies that lead with technology or leverage technology to operate their business. And one of the interesting questions that I was asked as I was scaling up the business, and this was actually by another fractional executive, and they said, hey, look, what do you want this to become? Do you want this to be a lifestyle business where you're just kind of eating what you kill, or do you want to scale this thing and grow it into something bigger? And that kind of set me back a little bit. I really had to sit down and think through, what did I want? And the interesting thing is I came to the conclusion that it'd be a lot more fun to work with several people like myself and scale the business, helping organizations solve specific and unique customer problems across different industries. So over the last month or so, I've started to really think through the idea of how do you create an umbrella organization for a group of fractional execs that can work together to solve problems. And the concept isn't new. There's plenty of organizations out there doing this. McKinsey, all those traditional old consulting companies, Ernst & Young and others like that have been doing it for a really long time. What I'm thinking about, though, is more unique, niche, boutique, whatever the right word is. And what I'm wondering is there an audience of folks out there that are already doing this independent consulting on their own, or leaders that have considered or have hired fractional executives in the past? And in that research effort, I've run across a few folks that have been kind enough to spend a little time with me explaining pros and cons of either doing the work or hiring folks to do that work. And it's just been eye-opening and fascinating. So I'm not like super far along in this process. I just wanted to share with you kind of my next steps of what I'm considering, because what I've found is I'm doing a lot more actual fractional work, the actual tactical execution of work within an organization to help them, than I am coaching teams on how to optimize the product operating model, which is what I had done historically in my full-time roles. So I'm open to any conversations that you guys might be willing to have, or recommendations on your experiences as you kind of think about leveraging fractional execs, or if you've been one before, be interesting to hear from you on your insights and input on how that might work. I'm going to keep working on, the digital product life cycle and make sure I can pass the digital product tests through discovery and validation and using some experiments before this thing goes live. So it's, like I said, really early, But as we transition from Q1 into the spring and summer time frame, I just wanted to do a shout out, say hello. I hadn't recorded a video personally in a couple months, so hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic personal and professional journey yourselves. The latest commercial I saw from Progressive was the parody on mindfulness, and it was finding a campsite. And it's funny, the lady who grabbed the microphone said, she just wanted to let everybody know that she was practicing gratitude and manifesting abundance. And as I've been thinking about, how to practice mindfulness over the course of this year and meditate a little bit more frequently, those things come up all the time. So hopefully you guys out there are practicing gratitude and manifesting abundance and enjoying life, and enjoy your summer and have a great vacation season, graduation season, whatever it might be for you. And don't forget to pay your taxes. We'll be back in touch soon. Let me know if you have any insights on that topic, though. Would love to hear from you. Be good.